It's a real pleasure for me to be here and welcome you to the University of Calgary's downtown campus for this very important conference. This downtown campus was constructed exactly for this purpose. It was to bring the community together in an environment where you can discuss important issues facing society, facing our economy. And I can't think of a better topic and a better group to be in this room and talk about something that is very important to not only the City of Calgary, but to our broader community as well. So it's a delight to have you here. I want to commend Peter Wallace and his colleagues and all the sponsors who have come together to make this conference happen. We're very proud of our association with the Van Horn Institute. They do a great job being affiliated with us and making important contributions to the pressing issues around transportation. We know, thanks to the Accelerator project developed by the Calgary Logistics Council in partnership with the Canadian Supply Chain Sector Council, that there will be a significant shortfall in almost all of the 10 key occupations in the field of supply chain and logistics. And that trend will only continue as we move towards 2020. We at the University of Calgary, as Peter has noted, has recognized the urgent need for post-secondary programs in supply chain and logistics, and was noted in partnership with the Van Horn Institute. We've responded with the Advanced Supply Chain and Logistics program at the Haskayne School of Business. It will allow our students in the Bachelor of Commerce stream to graduate with a specialization in supply chain and logistics studies. So this is a partnership between the Haskayne School and the Van Horn Institute to work closely together to be able to meet some of those pressing and growing needs within the transportation sector. It is our role as a post-secondary institution to ensure that we are producing graduates that have not only relevant skill sets to meet the demand, but that are well positioned as lifelong learners, critical thinkers, and creative people who can not only work in industry, but push those industries that need to innovate even further. I'm particularly proud that this conference has a focus on women. As was noted in my introduction, I've had a very strong passion around encouragement of women into non-traditional careers throughout my life, and particularly a focus on science and technology. Although I will say, when I went from being the Dean of Engineering to the President of the University, I have had to put equal time into women in science and engineering as I do now into getting more men into nursing. So I've got to show some balance on both sides of the equation. But I think it is so important that as a society we encourage women to be informed about and to be encouraged into careers that perhaps traditionally have been dominated, if you will, by men. When I started my career as an engineering student, there are about 5% of us in an typical engineering class in this country. Now, at the University of Calgary Schulich School of Engineering, I'm very proud to say we've got 24% of our undergraduate students studying engineering. Not high enough, but much better. And I will tell you, when I was dean, I had one of my colleagues, faculty colleagues, who was teaching a first-year engineering class, and he came up to me and he said, "Elizabeth, we must have 50% women in engineering now. I'm looking out at my class and half of them are female." I said, "Well, actually, it's about 24%. The difference is the women are showing up to class." But I found that when I started my career in engineering, I was the second female academic hired in our school. There were 86 professors, one other female who was about 20 years older than me. She just retired a couple of years ago. And I was seen as the new generation. And the Dean of Engineering at the time didn't say we just went from one female academic to two. He would just say we just doubled the number of women professors in our program. But that, combined with having a daughter who I wanted to ensure had all the doors open for her, really inspired me to get involved, to give back, and ensure that others that were coming through perhaps non-traditional careers had the encouragement and had the support, which ultimately leads to the confidence to be able to be successful in some of these endeavors. It's important for our professions. Women do bring a diversity of thought, a diversity of perspective, and increasingly, we're seeing through studies done by organizations such as Catalyst, having women on the team impacts the bottom line. There's an actual business case that can be made to having women on teams. So it's not window dressing, it's not about quotas, it's about making our businesses better, and women absolutely do add to that. I would like to commend the women leaders who are here to speak today. I know you're going to hear from Bobby Lambright, President of ATCO Electric Operations, and Catherine Slemko from CNRL, because they are practicing in their areas and being tremendous role models for the work that you do day in and day out. I want to also say that when you look at women in the supply initiative, these are so important to keep the issues on the front burner, so to speak, to talk about this and to support one another. I'm sure by coming together for this conference, it is about learning from those who are speaking, but it's really about connecting as a community and ensuring that you have that support that you need. So I want to, again, congratulate all of you for being here. I want to thank all the organizers, and we're just delighted that you're at our downtown campus. And I can assure you that the University of Calgary, we're working very hard through our Eyes High strategy to make our community proud, to make Calgary a proud city through its association with a great learning institution such as ours. And I just want to wish you the very, very best as you gather for this very important topic. So thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here.